This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for September 15th, 2023. It's currently July 17th, 2023, 5:20 p.m. Eastern Time. The shuffle file for the September 15th reading was created on July 7th, 2023 at 2:27 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this file right here. So the overall theme and behavior for the day, we have out of a decline, we have a big move from the bottom of a range all the way to the top of a range. Behavior around the highest high for the day, we decline from the high to revisit a support level that we recently met once before. Behavior around the low, we have a prominent move higher out of the low and then a full retracement of that move back down. So we probably have like a triangular kind of shape going on here for the day, right? We revisit off of the high, we revisit a support level that we met once before. So we support, move to the upside off of the low, get to the high midday, and then back down to the low at the end of the day. So that's very likely what happens. So we likely open higher, and we had a cross-reading congruency here with the Chariot card. So in the pre-market, there's a notable move higher to a peak or a high around the open. We do some sideways rotation and a fast sudden move higher that should take us into the high. We do a sideways rotation around the open and like a sideways fluctuating rally with a fast sudden move higher in it that takes us to a peak or a crest or a high thus far for the day. There in the first half hour or so, we decline from that pretty notably into a low between roughly 10 and 12 o'clock. I'm leaning towards like 10:15-ish. Out of that, there's a notable move to the upside, taking us to a peak or a crest, like the move from the bottom of a range all the way to the top of a range, taking us to a peak or crest, possibly another high for the day there, and then that rally ends with a fast sudden move higher and a breakdown through a diagonal trend line. Sorry, there's a decline off of this peak or crest that we have around 10:25, 10:20. There's a decline off of it, offering opportunity to open up a long position for like a quick scalp. We rally along a diagonal trend line midday, and that rally ends with a fast sudden move higher taking us to a high. When we see that fast sudden move higher taking to a high, you could close out of that long scalp at a high, and then there's a period of volatility around that high between roughly 1 and 2 o'clock, and a sharp drop in that period of volatility. Between roughly 2 and 3, we do sideways rotation, rise to meet the nearest resistance, and then fall back down and continue rotating sideways. An important resistance level is highlighted in the last hour, probably around 3:30, 3:25. An important resistance level is highlighted that we've kind of flattened out, or volume kind of flattens out around that resistance level. And then we have a notable decline from that resistance through multiple support levels into a low there around the closer in the post market. So a big move out of a low to a high and then back to lows there towards the end of the day where we revisit a trough. Overall mixed volume, and then the sneak preview for the following day. It's very likely that we see a lowest low here on the 18th as well, likely early in the morning. That's the S&P 500 for September 15th, 2023. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this. It really helps the channel out. And as always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. The channel would not exist without people following the rule of karma. You do so here on the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, where you should be donating 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities right here, one of these links, and 5% of the profits from the information on this channel back to the channel here, one of these links. That leaves you at 90% of the money left over. Make sure to spend that money out of love, and the universe will send it back to you tenfold through this channel. I'll see you guys on the next one.